Hey girl, it's Star Lashay with Girl Start Over. Welcome back to my channel. Girl, where I empower women to start new lives and look good doing it too. So girl, I am Star and I'm here to help coach you into your new beginning. And girl, so today we're going to be talking about how to actually overcome toxic relationships and how to get to the place where you can actually get to finding yourself, learning yourself, and becoming a different woman. Because when you are in a toxic relationship, it literally will stop you from becoming the woman of your dreams. So let's get into it. So a lot of the times what keeps us stuck in toxic relationships, and what kept me stuck, so when I say what keeps us, I'm not coming from a place like, oh, I'm better than you. No, it's because I've been there. And sleeping with that man will keep you in a relationship with that man longer than you need to be. Because I know for a fact that I was putting up with situations with different men for a really long time, simply because I kept having sex. I stayed in a relationship simply because I couldn't stop having sex, right? And let's be honest, you can have great sex with someone, but the way that they treat you is horrible. They could be disrespectful, but they're, doing things to you and you like how it feels and etc. But you have to get to a place where you value yourself. But you cannot get to the place where you value yourself if you're still putting yourself in a position to be used, taken advantage of, and you keep sleeping with that person. I have all the professional words and everything for you. I do believe in soul ties, and I do believe that, when you have sex with a man, you create a soul tie. But realistically, like, you losing your power every time you give that man your body, and the way that he's treating you is disrespectful. You know that he's cheating on you. You know that he's doing certain things, but yet you're choosing to still sleep with him. And it is hard to stop sleeping with somebody that you really was sleeping with all the time, and then you had really, really great. It's hard to do it. And I will never forget, I was at a place in my life before where I literally felt addicted to, having sex with this person, because although he was treating me horribly and was always talking to me crazy and always putting me down, when I tell you that the sexual bond that we had created, it was making it impossible for me to leave. And it was like, I knew that I needed to leave. I knew that I needed to leave. I know I wanted better, but I could not get the better because it's just like I keep sleeping with him. And so it's like every time you get away, but then you fall back and you go have sex with them, it keeps you back in a place of being stuck. And that's why a lot of you feel stuck, because you are sleeping with somebody that you shouldn't be with anymore. And I want to encourage you that you can say no. Now, this is coming from somebody who had to stop sleeping with somebody that I used to always sleep with. Like, it was the same person consistently, and I would never tell that person no. I would never do it. And it was really hard to do it the first time. But I'm telling you, after you start to say no, you start to get power. You start to feel good about yourself, because it's like, dang, I don't have to do this. I don't have to put myself or my body in this compromising position anymore. And you literally can go forward. But it's hard to go forward when you keep sleeping with them. Now, yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt when you stop dealing with somebody that you were sleeping with. But I'm telling you, if you take the sex out and you be around that man, literally, and you actually spend time with him, and you actually get to see his personality, you actually get to see how he handles certain situations, you get to see how he talks and how he treats you, and you get to see everything, you are going to find out that you really don't like that man like you thought you did. What is happening is sex is blinding you, and sex is making you think that you love this man so much, and you don't love this man so much. You probably actually literally hate his guts, but because you're having sex with him, you're confused. And so you have to get to the place where you're able to say no and stop having sex, because you can't walk away when you're still having sex. You have to say no and then get to the point where you are able to walk away. But you're never gonna go nowhere if you keep doing the same thing over and over again with that man. For the girlies who feel convinced that you got to freak somebody, like you got to have sex, like you got to do it, listen, I want you to know something. As a girl who used to have sex, and no, I wasn't having sex with everybody, but just like real girl talk, who used to do it with my boyfriend, like I'm telling you now, sex is not all there is to life. And I know that we sometimes think that it is, but I'm telling you, God have a plan for your life and stuff for you to do. And like, it's so many other things to really be concerned about other than having sex with a man. Like, when you don't do it, you realize like, oh dang, there's so much other stuff. You could be working out, working on your body. You could literally be working on your health, working on your business, reading books. You could start playing tennis, golf, whatever the case may be. Like, there is so much more to you outside of having sex with the man. And so if you feeling like you can't stop having sex with him, I do want you to know that you can. It's more to you than just sex, and you are valuable without sex. And I'm not telling you to never have sex again in your life, you know, because I would have had to obtain that perfection my own self, right? I am a Christian. I do believe like we not supposed to have sex till marriage. I did have kids before I really came into that understanding. And so, you know, you might slip up or something, but I am telling you, like, you should really stop having sex with that man, because if you don't have kids already, as a person who have 2 kids by a man I knew I shouldn't have been with, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's better to leave right now while you still got the opportunity, before you start having a baby by somebody that you don't want to be with, and then you end up being a single mom, or y'all end up playing house and y'all have a 2-parent household, but y'all are fighting and doing all types of stuff in front of y'all kids. Girl to girl, I'm telling you, it's really not worth it. So please, please, please listen to what I'm telling you. The toxic relationship is not worth it. You know, you thanking God you ain't got no babies after the last time. Some of y'all is scared and y'all checking because you don't want to have babies, and you praying you don't get it. And baby, sometimes what happen is, if you keep on playing, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. And no, children are a blessing, but you don't want to have babies with the wrong man. Like, girl, you can literally be married and have a man who actually love you and actually like you. It's possible. I have seen it for other women's lives. And you know, when you're in toxic relationships and seeing toxicity your whole life, you don't think so. But girl, it's literally possible. So for every girl who's struggling with that toxic relationship, you struggling to stop having sex with that man, girl, I literally want you to know you can stop. And that is going to be the first step to taking your power back. So once again, my name is Star Lashay with Girls Start Over. If you need help with breaking free from toxic relationships, toxic cycles, and really getting back to yourself, you need to build a vision for your life. You just need that encouragement, girl, while you're going through that heartbreak. The Girls Start Over book is available on Amazon. Girl, go ahead and get that Prime 2-day delivery. I also have the ebook as well. And once again, all those things are on Amazon. You can also go to girllllll.com. So I pray you have a great day. Bye, girl.